get around it, and then I'll have to drop. Just because the rotten people think I'm selling, but they don't feature your front. There ain't a feature in your front. Yo, Flash, man, drop that, man. Drop that. Cruel to the rules of the world. Live my life raw, cause I never liked the law. Wear top tens of jeans, selling big Yankee tit for tat to the rock much dollars, but I never break a sweat. Time to move out, my posse saying, you got my back and I got yours. What time is it? Tear down the door. It ain't no feature in your front. Never was, girl. There ain't no feature in your front. Yeah, well, let's start this party up, right? Kick out that fat dance.
Everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the LA Dodgers and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ballgame coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and I think it's worth remembering right here that once you get to the postseason, it's not always the best team that wins, it's the hottest team that wins. And these guys got a good road win in Game 1, and they're going to be looking to build on that one right here.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2014 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. D. Gordon will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. And he waits on the changeup there and pulls it to fairly deep right field. And this is pulled in out there by Francoeur for the first out. So the leadoff man is gone here to kick off game two. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Carl Crawford will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. On a big swing as he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. Bourne is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top two guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Hanley Ramirez will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Low for ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Bourne will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Dodgers down in order, and now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Now we'll look at the starting lineup for the Indians here. They'll match up against a guy who's made big strides since arriving stateside, the Korean-born left-hander Hyun-Jin Ryu. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Standing in is the leadoff man, Michael Bourne, as he'll get things started in the home half of the first. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Opposite field to left. And he will reach down to pluck this one off his shoe tops. A fine play there for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Asdrubal Cabrera will be the batter. First pitch on the way. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Jason Kipnis will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Tribe turned away in the first. We've played 1 in Cleveland with no score. Adrian Gonzalez leads things off now in the top half of the second.
First baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. Change up that time. A swing, and this one's driven out to deep left center field. This ball has a chance, and it is over the wall. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Matt Kemp will take his first cuts of the ball game here.
Center fielder, Matt Kemp.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Well, this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Yasiel Puig will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. Now the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And he will get there at first, so he reaches on the drop third strike. So good awareness that time as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Andre Ethier will step in now as the designated hitter here in the World Series.
Yeah, and thanks to the American League's win in the All-Star game, we're going to have a DH in games 1, 2, 6, and 7. So maybe a chance for a little more offense than they're normally accustomed to.
Now the first pitch. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Bourne is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Throw back to first. Doubles him up and the inning is over. One for the Dodgers. It's Adrian Gonzalez with the home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 LA. Carlos Santana will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Third baseman, Carlos Santana.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Drifting back behind first now, and this will be taken in by Adrian for the first out.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it. Winds up an easy pop out.
Ryan Rayburn will get his first cuts here. Now here's the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Here comes Ryu, 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Michael Brantley will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Lays off 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now a fair ball chopped up the line to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They're down 1-0. A.J. Ellis is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Leading off for the Dodgers, catcher A.J. Ellis.
First pitch coming. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Oh, a hard hit ball that'll be caught over there at first. Definitely well hit, but the leadoff man's retired to start the third.
I'll tell you, if he didn't catch that ball, it would have knocked him down. This is a laser, but he manages to hang on to it.
Justin Turner will take his cuts now. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
D. Gordon will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 1-0. Nick Swisher will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And there's a base hit. The first one of the ball game for the Indians.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Jeff Francoeur will stand in for the first time here. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The next 0-2. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you never know. This might have been the lesser of two evils right here. If you take this pitch, you know it's strike 3. If you swing, you might bounce into a double play ball. So the best he could have done was maybe fouled that thing off, but instead, he comes up empty.
Yan Gomes digs in at the plate. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. And this ball will be chopped foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Line hard to the left side. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or 2 there. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne. First pitch coming. In there for strike 1. 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Well, the secret to his success really isn't that hard to figure. We'll keep the ISO camera on him as he's getting down the line, and you can see he just uses that speed to leg this one out.
As Dribble Cabrera will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. And he gets ahead 0-1. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a high chopper to short. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Carl Crawford will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Left fielder, Carl Crawford.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
And 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Got him to lunge there as this is taken the other way out to short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. One gone now in the Dodger fourth. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. Now here's the first pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him. Here it comes. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And with 2 outs here and nobody on, if he gets a fastball like that one, He won't be afraid about airing one out here. This is a swing for the fences type situation.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Jason Kipnis will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Come on, Jason.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Way outside. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Here comes a 1-2. And he struck him out.
You gotta be kidding me.
That changeup's been real effective for him so far. Guys have been falling behind in the count, so they're forced to protect. And this thing looks so good coming out of his hand that they just go ahead and chase after it.
Carlos Santana will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. Kemp is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. You know, a night game, much different story here. This place just doesn't have the same kind of carry to it under the lights. This winds up being a long out to the warning track.
Ryan Rayburn will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Again, a 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here now the 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Matt Kemp will lead things off here for LA, but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next. First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's one away.
You just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row, he's setting down.
One away now for the free swinging right fielder, Yasiel Puig. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Then you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now. He's retired.
Andre Ethier will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. First pitch to him. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And this is fouled back and out of play. A little bit outside. 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Out in front a bit as this is pulled down the line to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they're up 1-0. Michael Brantley will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
In there, 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's a guy that's locked in at the plate. Even down 0-2, there's no panic in his approach. When you have that positive mindset at the plate, good things are going to happen.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Nick Swisher will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back standing. And Swisher will lay off again, showing good discipline here. It's 3-1.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
And a real chess match going on over there at first now as he steps off to stare him back. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Jeff Francoeur will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Here's the ball popped up. Playable, however, in foul ground for Ellis behind the plate. Ellis is out of the crouch and he stays with it for route number 1.
You certainly love a one-pitch pop-out in that spot. I mean, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card.
Yan Gomes will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Swinging a hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, I thought the shutout was going to be over once I saw this ball hit. But the ball does wind up being pretty much right at him, and he's able to get a glove on it and keep him out of the run column.
Michael Bourne. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. And a good pitch there as he has to fight this one off to the left, and the count moves to 0-2 now. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. He struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Indians strand a couple. They trail this one 1-0. A.J. Ellis will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
A.J. Ellis.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And on 2-0, this is a fly ball out to right field. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Justin Turner will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Here's the first offering. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. So that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
D. Gordon will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And this is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined, so apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. A quick out number 1.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. Really, the only bad one was that 3rd inning. I'm not sure that he's ever really been the same after that.
Jason Kipnis will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that. Now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Carlos Santana will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Over to first, Ryu, and a dive, but he's back. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Pulled strike on the change, 2-1.
And you wonder if maybe he was taken there because he thought his runner was going to be moving from first.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Here comes the 3-1. Fouled back. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Ryan Rayburn will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. First pitch on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. And the only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
And this is fouled straight back. The 1-1. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Kipnis will take the turn and head for home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, kind of a lazy pitch there with 2 strikes and 2 outs. You can see he's hanging all over this pitch and rips it down the line. And by the time it's dug out in the corner, it's too late to prevent that runner from coming around to score from first.
Michael Brantley will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
And EJ, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. He went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Stays alive here as this is foul off to the right. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Now a hard liner towards short. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Carl Crawford will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. Been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
And a 3-0 count here to start the seventh has got to be a red flag.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Boy, if he can get him right here, coming back from 3-0, what a way to start the inning that would be.
Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole, and that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
And you know what? These guys have gone a long time without a base runner. You have to go all the way back to the second inning for their last one, because they haven't been able to solve this guy at all.
Hanley Ramirez is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So, on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
What game are you watching?
And Ramirez will just try and work his way aboard here. It's 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Let's turn the 5-4-3 here.
The 3-1 pitch. And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
And if you're a fan of pitching, this has been the game for you. I mean, these 2 guys have both been exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. Of course, makes the broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. And this one will be out of play off to the left. Now the 0-1 is lifted in the air out to left field. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Matt Kemp will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. And He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Well, look at Crawford. Now the pitch. Now a slider hit pretty well, but he might have got under it just a bit as this is out toward deep center. Bourne is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for L.A. Still tied, one apiece. Jamie Wright will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh.
Number 28, Jamie Wright.
Nick Swisher will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Nick Swisher.
And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
And I kind of think even in a normal defensive alignment, he probably makes this play. But here you can see him playing close to the line because he's got backup in the form of his second baseman. And it winds up a fairly routine ground out to first.
1 out now for the Indians in their 7th. And making his way in is the right fielder, Jeff Francoeur. And a high strike there, 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2 now to Francoeur.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Throw to first, and Francoeur is retired for the second out.
Well, really couldn't ask for much more out of a 7th inning guy. He's come in, throwing a bunch of strikes, and he's gotten 2 quick outs to show for it here with the score still tied.
Yan Gomes stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
2-2 pitch is lofted in the air out to right field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Tribe. Score remains tied 1-1. Scott Atchison will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Scott Atchison. Leading off with the Dodgers, right fielder, FCL Queen.
And the 8th inning is underway with the ball swung on and grounded to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. 2 very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. Andre Ethier will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the first pitch. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at short. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw to first is in time to retire Ethier for out number 2.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
A.J. Ellis is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Turner.
Justin Turner will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Juan Uribe will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Juan Uribe.
Swinging a ball line hard towards short. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. The speedy Michael Bourne will start things out when we come back. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. Juan Uribe is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 5.
Paco Rodriguez is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Number 75, Paco Rodriguez.
And there, in fact, is the speedy Mr. Bourne. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, and there you go. They needed something here to give them a little bit of a lift, and this is going to do it. A leadoff double to start their half of the 8th inning. Now the momentum definitely swings in their favor, but they still got to find a way to get him home.
As Dribble Cabrera will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
And that misses 1-1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
Spin and a throw back to second. And he's back in standing. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
And that's a big first out to get when you've got that go-ahead run at second base. You know, now he'll need to bear down and do this all over again because his worries aren't over yet.
Jason Kipnis will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Bourne leads at second. Here's the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, and you got to figure if he's going to jump the yard here, it's going to have to be to left field. Because I don't think they're going to give him anything inside that he can pull.
And 2-2. A little early on the curveball there as this is hit in the air to right field. Puig is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Yeah, and here's a situation. You think back to that previous at-bat. If instead of striking out, he could have just put the ball on the ground to the right side, then this would have been a sacrifice fly. It's just another example of how important it is to do those little things.
Carlos Santana is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. D. Gordon will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Second baseman.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and Swisher will do this himself. 3 unassisted for the out. Carl Crawford will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Fouled back. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze it.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And Swisher will gather this one in for out number 2.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Here's one hit towards the hole. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So they go down without a whimper here. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. All tied at 1-1. Brian Wilson will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings.
Brian Wilson.
Ryan Rayburn is set to go now as we lead off the bottom of the 9th.
Designated hitter,
swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this ball swung on and hit on the ground back up the box. Throw on to first, and it's a good start in the 9th inning for Wilson as he gets the leadoff ground ball. Michael Brantley will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And here's the first pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. And this is taken in by Crawford now for out number 2.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
David Murphy will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1 apiece. David Murphy will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 7.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And this one is a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, and the Dodgers move out in front. It's 2-1.
Oh, well, this is how you start an extra inning off right. Now, he wants to go home too, so he drops a barrel on that one, and now these guys will need to see if this will stand up.
Matt Kemp will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Center fielder number 27, Matt Kemp.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. This ball's in the air now out to right field. And this is pulled in out there by Francoeur for the first out. Yasiel Puig will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. In there, no balls and a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Boy, what an outstanding play out there in left center field. This is showing no regard for his body. He's going to wind up getting a mouthful of turf, too. But he's able to hold on to the baseball. That's just very well done.
Andre Ethier will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now the first pitch. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Foul tip held on to behind the plate at strike 2. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And Ethier will hang around a little longer as that misses to make it 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes them out in front. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Indians. Kenley Jansen will get the call here an inning later than usual, as he'll try to save this one in the 10th.
Kenley Jansen.
Jeff Francoeur will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down a run here in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When you're already in the hole at the plate, the last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what he's doing up there. That's the second time he struck out in the ball game. It's another instance where his pitch selection is really doing him in.
Yan Gomes comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. The pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just 1 out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Michael Bourne will dig in. He doubled his last time. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Come on, Michael.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. On the ground toward Gonzalez, but foul wide of the bag. Now here's the pitch. And this is swung on and grounded to Ramirez at short. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers will take a 2-0 lead back home for Game 3 as this one is over.
Well, it took them an extra inning to do it, but they'll certainly take it as they lock up a good road victory here in 10 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Dodgers win it 2-1. Good night from Cleveland.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Cleveland, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Brian Wilson. Credit the save to Kenley Jansen. Loss goes to Scott Atchison. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please, drive home safely. Thank you and good night.